Club entering play here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Up to midfield. 30.
You thought you had it, didn't you?
He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Chargers set to go on offense for the first time, and they are led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020. Now in his second season out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Cook.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 6 catches, 95 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away.
On the return is Lamb.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott set to go on offense for the first time. And with Dak at the controls, his 6th season under center now as the Cowboys quarterback.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game. So we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Ezekiel Elliott, a guy who considers himself underrated, has told his detractors to put some respect on his name. Hard not to respect a run like that.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Lamb to return it. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field.
2nd and 16. More from L.A. in a moment.
Now on 2nd and 16, Prescott.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
Elliott.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
Brings their line. They kick on 4 down hills.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25.
The Chargers getting set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't. To go ahead and force everything either.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on fourth down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to first down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Ryan Fitzpatrick, a touchdown pass in the victory. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Raheem Mostert.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. So here are the Chargers to take over. They lost last week. Actually, not only did they lose, they were shut out, but they've got the lead here right now. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and it is 28-0.
Rick Zuerlein picking off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They started on the ground with Eckler. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Let's go, baby. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on 1st down. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And got his man complete.
Yeah, it's on.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 79 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. You might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. And Mike Williams was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2019 and had to battle through some bumps and bruises in 2020. He's known for his big plays downfield, but he also can make the dependable catch as well.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 44-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 44, Herbert. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Chargers on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To the air again, Herbert. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. Dancing away at the 35.
Prescott on the keeper. A gain of 18 on the play. And the
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Prescott on 1st down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 47-yard line.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football. And what a nice gain on that play.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, Prescott here to throw.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And this one is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott now. He'll buy some time right.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them. But it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One last throw here for Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense through the